Well, it's probably going to take a little while to actually shovel some packets along there. Let's check it is in fact shoveling packets. It is.
Where is packet? Packet. Where is thy set?
So,
Just like a boat. Like a tree.
let's just check that we do in fact have no things. Can I plot to kill my son? No, hang on. Known plots.
You know you can't plot to kill
my
your
son.
son yourself. It was a question of whether you can join one.
That's true. I probably can't ask to join a plot to kill my son either. You know, this feels like the kind of thing, the loophole that would. Right, so currently we have a couple of people that are interested in inheritance, but independence rather, and elective succession. But frankly, right now, elective succession would be an improvement. So
Yeah, but only briefly.
well, it's true, but it's very tempting because Brocc is really a bit useless.
But then they go and elect someone who wasn't a Normandy at all. That would just be irritating.
Right, so we're now very much less threatening on account of failing to win a war against Ireland. Downside is we probably have a truce with them forevermore, but let's go and see if anyone really good has left if it's a pact. Like the King of Castile.
Doesn't he turn out to have a bunch of effective alliances? No.
Not anymore.
Okay, you could add ×2 to multi-bit books if I went out to buy 2.
Okay. Let's do it. Right. So, the Spy Master of Castile has a strong claim on the Kingdom of Castile.
Do you have anywhere to put him?
Pretty sure I do. Strimon.
Right. Is Castile worth having?
Oh, hang on. No, hang on. Strimon is very definitely mine.
Well, it currently is, but like it's only yours. I mean, you don't have to keep it.
Yeah, but I think what this means is it's eminently feasible to give this away to
Yes. Yes. So I think my question is Castile something you want? Are there any better options? Yeah, quite nicely positioned.
Mm.
I mean, if you can't get Navarra, then I think the Castile is bigger than Navarra.
Let's assume, for the sake of argument, that we're going to go for Castile.
Yeah, so that's
Hang on, let me just
the
check.
third image hit for Chelsea Bun. That's what I thought a Chelsea Bun was.
Oh right, yes. Well, Fitzbilly's ones don't have.
Icing.
That is more or less a Fitzbilly's Chelsea Bun, except they don't have icing and have much more syrup.
Okay. Yes, the page for Chelsea Buns on Wikipedia has everything else looking kind of sort of yellowy orange, yellowy-ish, but the Fitzbilly's ones are brown.
Yes.
Is that just entirely syrup?
Mostly, yes.
Are they astonishingly unhealthy?
Probably.
Is there anyone who's got a claim on Sicily who's not a woman?
That was my daughter.
Yes. Right, let's go and see if there's any useful claimants to the Kingdom of Croatia, which at least has the benefit of being geographically
I
proximate.
might try the Kingdom of Sicily, of course, because that definitely has claimants.
Oh yeah.
But
It is a bit inconvenient.
yes, I mean, I think the other one whose name I've already forgotten.
Calabria?
No, the place that you were going for in Spain.
Yeah.
is probably more.
There are 8 million women who have a claim, but I can't land any of the buggers. Right, so that's slightly more tempting. You're on your Duke, it's not even worth getting out of bed. I can't get a claim on Venice. You're only a Duke, it's not worth getting out of bed.
To be fairly fair, there are some fairly large duchies.
There are some fairly large duchies, but are you actually a king? No, you're a Grand Duke. Really? I mean,
it is adjacent to one of your existing territories.
It is at least adjacent to one of my existing territories. You do have, like...
He's back in the defensive pact, though.
Not him, because I was checking his allies.
Right, yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Yes. Hang on, why did I click on him?
That is, yes, quite a lot of cultural bonds.
Yes. So, maybe not. Also, can I get a good claimant? That is the question. So he does have a strong claim on the kingdom. But he's about 900, so there is a very real risk he'll die. He's not got a small claim, large claim on the kingdom, but... And you're a woman. So... King of Normandy, 1.5. Yeah, maybe not. Hungarian vote war for Hungary, yeah, fine, whatever. Queen of Galicia has left, but she's got a lot of cultural bonds with everyone.
So I know that she appears to have cultural bonds with Castile.
Yes, well, it's... But I think they think it goes one way but not the other. It doesn't appear to be a symmetric relationship. So, claimants we have... I think that you look the most generally useful of them. Let's invite you to court.
Does, I was going to say, does he have any children?
Yes.
So you aren't going to end up in the Saxony situation.
I should not end up in the Saxony situation.
Is Simon Capet the King of France?
No, I think Simon. I think it's still. Where's? Fine, I'll do this the tedious way because I can't actually remember where the Queen of France is. It's still her.
She's made of plants.
Right. Okay. Let's grant you a landed title. Grant you a landed title. Right.
much to tomorrow's supervision at 1:30 for lounging on the sofa.
Right, so right, you are now Earl of Strimore and my vassal. Let's just double check that this is actually even slightly feasible. Yes, even though my vassal numbers are a bit depleted. Right, let us declare war on you. Let us claim Castile on behalf of someone that's got a claim. Let's turn down time. Let's click away all the messages saying that people have left the defensive pact, because I'm sure they'll be back in the defensive pact any minute now. Right, so I'm not quite sure why I've got like 5,000 galleys of an English fleet, and I thought I'd checked that I'd disbanded them all. It didn't stop me declaring war, which is kind of curious, but there we go. Right. So
I think it does say army levies when you
yes.
when you look at the list of conditions. So
So have we raised anything from Scotland recently? Hang on, let's find.
I think your troops may be a little depleted by
It's true.
the previous war.
Money. Get on that ship. Get on that ship. Get off the ship. Yes, it's easy to work out. I think. Right. We do raise that on the ship. Miss that army, because they're not big enough. Oh dear.
If you're there, hello Claire.
Something bad has happened to the King of Denmark's levies. Now, do I raise Wales as well? Yeah, I can always, if necessary, put some people on a ship back, or indeed raise my local liege levy fleet. So that's the money. Oh look, some people have joined in the defensive pact. Your tea is over here then. Right, so now let's do this bit where we all shuffle everybody off to.
Aha! Audible me says.
I was about to wonder whether the King of Hungary had anything useful nearby, but I have a feeling that I can't remember where his territory is. Oh well. Ooh, Bosnia appears to have come into existence in the middle of Croatia. How exciting. Maybe I should have gone after Croatia. Excellent. It's a Castilian fleet. How exciting.
So they're getting onto a ship, and you're meanwhile.
That's fine.
A hostile ship that's not their flag.
Hang on. I just want to shove them on a ship, and probably in fact.
What's that between France and France? Oh, Aquitaine. Okay.
Also
AQ are
Valencia.
Not very well put placed.
No. Which hostile
that
fleet?
queue is as bad as you get on the university map.
Which hostile fleet? That one.
There. All right.
Swearer's host. That's someone's host. Yes.
Starfleet.
Why are you gibbering Starfleet?
I thought you said Starfleet.
No.
No.
What did you say?
Hostile fleet.
Hostile fleet. Okay, I heard a Starfleet.
Well, you're a stoked.
Just
Some more people are leaving the defensive pact. I'm not sure this is going to last.
Well, presumably you get a fair number leaving when you deplete your armies. Like,
Let's
for instance,
possibly
by
try.
having a horrifically
Ooh.
disastrous war in Ireland.
Let's...
I wonder who's coming ashore. How many are coming ashore there? Can
Yes.
you find out?
No. Not as such. What I can do, of course, let's do the thing that I was actually trying to do. Hey, I can't...
Maybe they're raised already. I thought you dismissed them all last time.
I'm pretty sure I did dismiss them last time.
You could check your... I think if you look at your summary page and mouse over number of troops, event spawn 485.
Right, let's try and find 485 troops that have dropped down the back of the sofa.
Ah!
There they are.
There they are. It's probably easiest to dismiss
It'll
them.
cost you an extra 100 gold to re-raise them.
Yeah, but it's I
But you
need...
get an extra 1,000 troops for that.
Yes, I get an extra 1,000 troops for that, and most importantly, they're in the right bloody place, and not in bloody Turkey. You know, which is a fine place, but crucially, I'd like to point out, not. Right. So let's do a little bit of thinking. Who do we want to lead the centre? Draw it somewhere. Okay, we've lost all our archer commanders. Right, let's not believe... I'm not going to get involved in this. Hubert is a great person. I think Hubert should... There. Let's get the Basileus of the Byzantine Empire. Use my nephew to get involved. Whereas he's inspiring leader. So yes, that's good. And let's get you as the flanker up there. And I think we leave you there and hope that they don't have blasters.
Yes.
And if they do have blasters, then we go and
Yes,
hire some mercenaries in a hurry.
5,800 troops, which would probably be better.
Except for the fact
They are
that 5,800
But
troops.
they are 5,800 troops who've just got off the ferry
I'm wearing a trench coat.
Yes, let's...
and have a disadvantage from just having come ashore.
Do they have enough of a disadvantage from John?
Don't know. I mean, it looks like it's going to... Currently it's looking like 1-1. Oh dear, no, now looking like 2-1 to them.
It's now looking like I want to hire some mercenaries, but probably not like
So
that many
the
of them.
problem is, yes. I suppose if your guys flee too soon, then you can just...
I can always dismiss the hired lot. Right, let's put some useful people. Well, I say useful people. Useful people and someone I want to kill in charge of that army. And zoom in. Send it off to Middlesex in the hope that it will get there in time to stop us being completely squished. Which it might manage it. Well, they'll be quite demoralised troops, but weak. No, I think I can. Ooh. Right. Right, well, I think that was an excellent use of mercenaries.
Excellent use of precisely the
The right
quantity
two
of
mercenaries. It's the one.
Right, and now I think I would recommend you send them all to the pub. or dismiss the mercenaries. I think is the alternative to say, right, thank you, we only needed you for a couple of days.
It's true. Where's mercenaries, military. That leaves me a bit short, but I can always ship some of the Castilian lot back. Because I do have more to spare.
Yes, I mean, to be fair, Castile should start worrying about you now. Like once you march that lot into their territory.
Well, maybe I actually want to stick like some of them back on the boat,
1,000 or so, maybe.
like that 1440 thing. One. Embark you.
You probably get them to Middlesex before the Castilian armies flee and come back again.
Yeah. So let's march you that one. Let's march you that way. Let's march you that away. And let's see.
Like more cabinets than I have.
That's quite a lot of cabinets. Yeah, so I can actually see what's going on. Hey, look, people are drawing the defensive pact against me, and we've got a 24% war score, so that's a nice start. Hang on. Let's apply some army glue. Fish my organiser out from wherever he's been hiding. Let's put myself in there. Why do I want Gottschalk? Do I want Gottschalk? Not really. Let's stick in Hubert and go for a walk. No, hang on, pause. Go over there. Go there. Thank you. Our English army has arrived in La Mancha.
New food waste bins? Are there new food waste bins?
Let's dismiss all those ships. I really don't need that many. And in any case, I can always re-raise some ships if I needed to do another transfer. It's quite still somebody else's fleet. Right, let's glue you lot together. No, you haven't changed anything. Right, off we go. Castile, here we come. We've built something in Westminster. Well, we'll come back to that once we've sorted out the mercenaries. The mercenaries, I mean sorted out the Castilians. Right, well, not very exciting things are happening. They're lurking in Ireland like lurking stoats.
Ooh.
Looking kind of unhappy because they have no people. Ah, right, well we found some more of their army. Right, we do have...
You found somebody else's army, haven't you?
Oh yeah. Oh well. Well, unfortunately they're occupying things in this area, so...
I think they're currently trying to take over Castile.
Well...
There's no war score available for this.
No, but... there will also be, like, you know, the ability to carry on besieging places, which I think will be quite important. Right, so now we are besieging Ozma. Right, let's get going there. Right, glue. Well, I hope the right thing happened with my armies there.
That's only moderate and terrible.
Does the Iberian Peninsula actually have this enormous dash on the left of it? I think that's the Atlantic Ocean, isn't it?
It's a river.
It's a river.
Yes.
Really?
If you zoom in, you'll get the name of the river.
Does it really have one?
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
I will ask the internet.
I mean, it won't be as wide as that. It's drawn wide in order that we can
It's
see.
the Tago or Targo. Right. So even with the wrong commanders and some seasick troops, we appear to be doing okay.
They have the right number to defend Westminster.
Yeah. We won the Battle of Fulham. Excellent. Right, while we're there though, let's... Okay, that is glued together.
stick Balefree in charge in case he can get killed.
That's true. I'll certainly put him in charge of a flank. Oh dear, my cousin died. Bale Twin is now known as the Jittery. Well, fair enough. I mean, you know, it's not like we don't.
Well, should be.
Yeah, it's not like we don't want him dead. Oh look, people are joining the defensive pact. What a shock.
Your armies are recovering. You need to go out and get them all sorted again.
Well, I'm working on that. Oh God, right. So, one of my grandchildren. Oh right, he actually stands a reasonable chance of becoming King of England. Let's arrange a betrothal for him to the Queen of Valencia. I think that's. I mean, she is my vassal, but.
Yes, but that helps to keep
Right.
her your vassal.
If I zoom
It's
in on
true.
Portugal, the Tagus is very, very big.
Well,
Right.
Okay, I did actually send the betrothal thing. Right, let's try and assign a guardian for little Marcos. Let's try and assign someone with pointy stick talents.
you probably want someone who's also got yourself is probably pretty good.
I think
choice.
I am probably a pretty good choice. Damn it. Oh no, my
So perhaps you should have gone after a person who'd make good breeding stock as a betrothed now. Come to think of it, he may be the next generation of emperors.
It's true. It's not completely terrible.
What's that?
Hair
Music
lip.
credit? Oh,
Hair lip.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, I don't think it's a big problem. Oh, hang on, and there's also minor titles. That probably means I'm short some commanders again. Do we have anyone decent? Right, you're a skilled tactician. You'll do.
Brian of Scotland is probably worth putting in there if only to keep him peaceful. He's 12.
He's 12 and he's a skilled tactician. Yeah. Right. Patient little Marcos. Holding in. Right. No, it's not.
Well, maybe it was.
Maybe they buggered off. Maybe they discovered they can't besiege it. I suspect it got that message because they sat down there briefly. Right, speaking of which, how are we doing on besieging that? So, here we go. We are besieging Ozma. Excellent. More people converting to Catholicism. So, I can disappoint the tax. I can lower things. Let's flatter and soothe my nephew. I know. I've got a lot of relatives. Everyone's joining the defensive pact against me. Okay. Ooh, they've shoved them back on a boat. Well, I think we can shove you back on a boat. And insert you into Valencia. Grief! How many children have I got? Grandchildren have I got? Come on, you'll stop suffering attrition as soon as you win this damned siege. Bandits have raised the siege camps outside Westminster.
Ah! They came back by ship.
They did. Damn them. Right.
You thought they would go to Spain and they fooled you.
I thought they were going to Spain and they did indeed fool me.
You
Right.
might want to
Well,
land somewhere yes, reasonably far away so you get a little walk to the cover of the
well, yes. So how do? Hooray! Right, that's taken us up to 43% more score. Right, let us check. Right. Come on, again. Oh, I think that'll do by the time you've meandered into. Oh bollocks! I should have gone round from the north.
It's not like you won't move. But yes, in general.
Because crossing the Thames is a bad idea. Eee! My centre is not looking happy. Fortunately, my wings are looking happier, and their centre is looking even less happy. But frankly, that was a bit more scary than it had any right to be. Right, well, they tried to sneak past and attack me like that. It didn't go very well. I am, on the other hand, suffering quite a bit of attrition from my lot in Spain, but there's a very real question about whether I do just shove them back on a ship anyway, because that's a bit too small to besiege anything. I think I do shove you back on a ship, but I am going to land you straight into Castile. Hey, people are trying to kill me. What a surprise. Well, let's see if there's any plots I can stop. Bearing in mind, of course, that I can't sort by anything useful because it causes everything to crash.
To be fair, you've only tried that once.
Yes.
But it was kind of irritating.
It was pretty irritating. Because then I had to replay everything.
You've only non-generator changed its mind. So someone is looking to kill. There's the one couple up was the thing to kill your son. But
No, I can't do that.
you're not allowed to join because you can't join a plot to
Can't kill
your
my own son. No matter how irritating he is. Kill Emperor Brocc the Tenacious. Let's end the plot. Check if there aren't any other plots to kill Emperor. Right. Let's besiege El Burgo.
El Burro of the Diablos,
No.
with his enormous leather pants.
El Burgo. Close,
The
but
mountain.
no cigar.
Probably. Or maybe not, because that would be German. What?
What?
El Burgo. Actually not the mountain, the town. Sorry. But of course,
El
that would be
Burgo
correct.
is a village in Spain.
Yes.
But Burg is German for town.
Okay.
Berg is German for mountain, and I get them confused.
Oh, that's confusing, yeah.
It is quite confusing. Let's just check that. Okay, they're busy piddling around over there.
Getting back on ship.
Getting back on ship. So that's occupied by this random host, who might be my problem immediately when you get control over key bits of Castile. Ha ha ha! Then it turns out that, of course, the Castilian army have just got off a ship straight into the arms of the slightly smaller of the two fleets. Two forces they could have fought in order to get here.
Who between you were occupying the whole
Both Castilian coastline, yes. Yep. Yep.
Did you deliberately? Well, I suppose you deliberately came ashore where there wasn't an army waiting for you.
Yes, I did. Because I'm not a total state. But they're in shattered retreat past me. Goodness only knows where the host is going. But might be able to attack France in the next millennium. Maybe once I've recovered some troops and 69% more score. That's Thingy's host. Let's maybe not go there. Let's maybe go to that bit of Castile instead.
Share it between you.
Yes. King Henry of Wales has formed an alliance with Viceroy Albar the Cruel. Of course, the downside of me not having the kingdom claim is it means it's hard to put in viceroys, but you know.
Keep in one.
We put in viceroys where we can, I suppose. So all 674 of the Castilian host. Okay. Denia, right, where's Denia? Okay, you're over there. Right, well.
You've got Castile.
Deal sorted. It'll be a doddle. We just glue those two armies together, march them over there and go squash.
Ooh.
No, squash, not squawk. Similar. You've got cold tea. What are we besieging? So we're besieging Santillana del Mar over there, and Soria over there. Okay.
And if anyone was listening to yesterday's stream where I was gradually disassembling my laptop in order to dry it out, you will be pleased to hear that it is now working properly, apart from a slight smudge on the screen that's been getting smaller all day. So I hope in a few hours it will have dried out and will be back to its normal self.
Right, I've got another grandson. This one is actually not completely hopeless, but unfortunate.
Despite being the major problem being
that he's a younger son.
Yes. You're probably allowed to have your grandchildren murdered, though. Wait till they grow up. Don't plot to kill them while they're 5 years old, because otherwise it will turn out
that they'll all get the plague or something. Yes.
That was a very quiet laptop update. What happened to it?
Oh,
Says Claire.
yes, I shall.
Jibber.
So, excellent. Oh, I forgot to check for geniuses. Whoops. Oh well. Stoats. Oh, I've got 1% more score. They appear to be wandering off to Valentia.
Is there some zoom or resolution thing for stuff you longs, or
Well,
Is it already
basically you need a big screen.
okay?
We are transmitting this in the full screen resolution. So if you have a 1080p screen,
And sit close to it. I mean, that's going to be, and I can't read any of it,
Yeah.
apart from the towns occasionally.
it's
Right.
just about legible on my
Let's go.
768 screen.
Right. Somewhere around here I have
I
some
think it's actually
things.
off as a U thing, isn't it? Then I've heard you say something like that.
It feels quite Jacob somehow.
No, I thought it was Remington. I'm confused now.
Anyway, now we've set our court chapter doing something useful. Again. Okay, right, I was besieging somewhere different. Fine. Crawl. Raiders in Bath. Well, that's what I have minions for. Oh look, it looks like the army of Denia has come to kick the Denian peasant revolt in the arse. Right, jolly good. Nice having minions. Let's see. Right. We propose that King of Dobrod and my half sister. Yeah, okay, can do that. Mixing some good Normandys up in there. Ooh, 100% war score in that. Right. Squash goes the peasant revolt. I didn't even have to send my troops there. Once again. Right. La 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 la. Ward. One day we will win another siege. Ooh, our holding in Gloucester is under siege. Is that from the Raiders? Yes, it is from the Raiders. Because hilariously, the King of Castile has 600 men sitting in Middlesex in the vain hope that this might actually manage to cause anything to happen. It always feels as if this can't make something happen. Excellent, 74% war score. Oh, we're now besieging Santander. Somewhere one has actually heard of.
Yes, it's in Sydney Fleet.
That's the bank named after the place. This is the place. The one the bank's named after. At least I assume
Also
that's
where
what
the
it is.
ferries from Plymouth go to.
Yes,
Sydney Street.
which is the place.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed, I have caught that ferry from Plymouth. Doing the overnight crossing of the Bay of Biscay. And then driving up through the Pyrenees into France, along the south of France and into the Alps, if I recall correctly. It was a very long time ago. I think I was 7. Maybe 8. No, it might have been 8. So I think our very first French holiday was to Pennetin in Brittany, which it turned out was pretty much as miserable as Cornwall, only less windy. Just. I mean, I believe that it's theoretically possible to have summer holidays in Britain when you're camping that involve, sunny days and fun stuff like barbecues and so on. But in practice, they've nearly always been wet and cold. Good. Oh, good grief, right. We've had twins. There's a lot of people we dragged out of a hole in the siege. And the Hungarian War ended inconclusively. So did the war in Trebizond. Honestly. La 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 la. besiege faster. Besiege if you want to go faster.
What?
I'm wittering. 90% more score. Now we're sieging Laredo, which I think is also an actual place that one might have heard of. I have no idea what Almazan is, or was. But don't worry, we're besieging it anyway. 99% more score. Right, well, we're probably going to win by ticking war score before the before we win the next siege. Although, to be fair, this siege is progressing pretty damn nippily, actually.
Someone's besieging Westminster again. Well, okay.
Okay.
When I say besieging,
I mean, it's mostly
camping outside
side Westminster, rather optimistically. Oh, and Hungary didn't get any bits off Croatia, which is a bit irksome.
I've lost my feet down.
Honestly, vassals, what are you playing at? La 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 la, come on. Get to 100% war score. Castile should by rights be mine. Ect, well, my minions. A bit of state to my head. I'm trying to do the crossword.
What is state landing?
Landing.
Excellent landing.
Come on, besiege faster. At least I can find out what's going on with Suero's host.
I presume you've had a battle that's big enough that you're not
Oh
really
gosh,
limited
yes.
Not really limited to 99%.
I'm on like
Yes.
51% war score, so yeah. I had like 3 battles. It is just a question of winning, of waiting, either waiting for it to tick over or winning one more siege. I don't know where you're going. Osmal, where's Osmal? Oh, it's over there. Yeah, well, we're going to try and besiege me back, are you? Wow. I'm pretty sure I'm going to win my siege before you. Right, we have won the siege of Laredo. We have 100% war score. Release the otter. Right. And Brocc
I'm
won.
rather curious. Yes.
The host disappeared.
Ah. Enemy presence in your homeland. Is that the host or is there
Hang on.
a war on?
There's no war button. Let's unpause.
Oh right. A bunch of armies just vanished.
Yes, so I suspect that will have fixed that. Right. Or not very many of them left. Right. You now come home. Let's dismiss you. Where's my military? No levies. And let's check that we have in there recruit an honour guard. Right, so do I have oh, you're in the defensive pact. Oh well. Do I have any good weak claims for anyone that's a member of my... So, do you have a couple of duchies on behalf of Thingy, but they're part of France? Bet the Kingdom of Aquitaine is part of a defensive pact against me. Because that would be really nice. And it's part of the defensive pact. Damn. Well,
So he did leave. So it's worth paying
Hanging
attention
on.
to whether.
yeah, and the King of Vladimir is currently also part of a defensive pact. King of Sicily is also part of the defensive pact, although I can't land them anyway.
Not part of the
Defensive pact.
And you've got several landed claimants on counties at least. Where it looks like you only have one kingdom claimant.
Well done. What was it?
Model in advert having no time is poser, poster without T.
And the Holy Roman Empire looks a bit scary. Currently we're a little bit under strength at the moment, so let's go for some recovery and wait for people to leave the defensive pact. Fortunately, people are joining the defensive pact on account of the fact that I'm scary. Suero's host claim on Castile war has ended because the casus belli is no longer valid. So I now have I keep forgetting I have this little bit of Italy to go with my little bit of, like, Turkey or somewhere. Well, the Ottoman Empire. I think my problem is that my empire is extremely dispersed.
Oh.
I mean, it does now make it convenient in one sense, in that it's getting more and more possible to raise troops near somewhere in order to get somewhere else. Valencia civil war for elected monarchy. Oh dear, my poor little vassal. Well, look, everyone's joining the defensive pact. Well, let's do some peaceful things, like hold a grand tournament, go on a grand hunt, hold a summer fair, and hold a feast. Let's hold a grand tournament.
Is probably not necessary yet, but you might want to mine a title for your new king of.
I'm a bit short on mine titles at the moment. Oops, what did I do? Let's go back to realm view. Oh yes, what else was I going to do? I was going to zoom in and maybe spend a little bit of money in Middlesex, well, specifically in Westminster. I don't really need castle shipyards, really. I think I mostly need more tech, you're quite right. So right, well, I can't invest in anything but there. Let's get some more cavalry. And let's hang around and hope that we can get some more city tech. What was it? Economy tech, that's it. Right, so let's go around spending money on jousts and so on. Oh look, someone's joined the defensive pact. Oh dear. So what fort level is it? 6.5. Oh dear. Who the hell are you?
The question is, can you get your
My useless son to die. I don't know.
probably
Okay, right. King of Wales is now known as King Henri the Just. Oh dear.
What?
Marshal of Desmond.
well, kind of.
I think I missed the context there. What?
Well, I was burbling about needing to get my headphones.
Oh, right, okay,
spare parts
fine.
from sleep phones.
Yes, okay, yes. I thought they
Childish
was replying something in
phones.
the game. Yes, childish sleep phones.
Oh
There are
dear.
too many games. I want to play again. or that I think I want to play again.
Well, you could play Talos, it's kind of fun. Because I can't play it again for about approximately 1 billion years.
Oh, I wouldn't be solving it again. I'm just playing it for the prejudice of actually playing it again. You know, I'm sure I can solve all things without much effort.
Yeah.
Because I remember most of them and can solve the rest.
Yes, well, my problem, of course, is mostly that.
You'll half remember it, and therefore you know that you don't remember it.
Yes. 99.2% done on
Dun, dun, dun.
Flanders. Hooray! Someone came second. Someone in Wiltshire came in second. Sorry. And Ellie de Luxembourg, who's a spy master. Right, well done us. We've had a tournament. I can go into hiding and I can send Bjortwinner into hiding. Well, let's go and see if we can find any extant plots to kill me. What?
I've done another one. So there. Model is erotic type is blueprint.
Right, yes. I do feel I need a bigger monitor for this. I mean, it is easier to see this with new glasses, but that is still very small print. And quite...
Is that what that means? I think it is.
What is what?
Ablate doesn't just mean to wear away through erosion, but also means to remove an organ or bodily structure.
Yes.
I didn't know that. So remove organ from dead soldier, from dead sailor first is ablate. Is he already sure some stuff?
Right, we can't work out who's trying to kill me. How old am I? I am 59.
You have what are those strong county generals? What are they used to?
Loon,
Okay.
which is in the Holy Roman Empire. Perche
You've got wheat tails or
Persian.
Persian
and Serdica, which is part of Thrace. So important questions are who is the king of Thrace? And she's part of the defensive pact against me.
She is right next door to you.
She is right next door to some of me. Well, okay. What's my steward doing? Okay, he's researching economy tech. Fair enough. Which is kind of what we want him to do. He's also quite good, and he is my brother. Yes, well that bit of sort of generational training worked out quite well. Really? Woohoo! We finished constructing stage 3 of the London Eye. Right, what do we want to build? Now I think I had some plans for this. Which involved... I think I want to build the watchtower network. And the road tolls. So let's build the road tolls first, because they're cheap and quick. And also increasing my taxes is not a terrible thing. Is anyone going to leave the defensive pact against me?
Not anytime soon, no.
Well, not when I'm 98% threatened.
Curiously, you just stopped all over
Do for another
the
king.
steel.
Well, so this is my nephew, who is not looking terrible.
But we're probably not inherit anything very interesting.
It's true. Let's marry him off to someone in the Byzantine revolt. Let's, however, assign him a guardian who is talented with the pointy stickses. Which might as well be me, really. Probably solve that problem. The price of decadence. The ruling dynasty of the Seljuk Sultanate has been overthrown by the zealous and hard-living tribesmen of the Aydin dynasty.
What, Smith?
The Seljuk Sultanate.
Okay, I've heard hard work and zealous flagsmith.
Hard-living tribesmen of the Aydin dynasty. Their decadent sultanate has been toppled, freeing any vassals from their bondage to the unworthy sultan. With the sultanate gone, time will tell if a worthy dynasty will be up to the task of restoring authority to the region. Bloated fools.
Stoated fools.
Like the Empire of England aren't bloated fools as well.
It's true. I mean, that's quite bloated.
You've even got a little icon indicating bloated. They're not full, admittedly.
It's
That's their
true.
son.
I do have more troops than the Holy Roman Empire. Plus the Duchy of Milan. Do I have any really good claims against the Holy Roman Empire? So I can claim one county for myself, which would at least come with the benefit that I could then give one away to land someone. There are 8 squillion counties I can claim, many on behalf of someone who's already landed. Avia, but unfortunately I need yes, unfortunately I'd need to land
This, of
them
course,
first.
is an advantage, similarly. An advantage from the point of view of the Holy Roman Empire of not creating kingdoms.
Yes.
Is that you can't claim kingdoms off them if kingdoms don't exist. Neither of those is landed. De jure claims for most of them should be able to get your... Well, you can't really leave your vassals, I suppose, to take on de jure claims against the Holy Roman Empire.
But I am tempted to go and take Loon.
Well, if you insist.
It's a laugh. Let's do it.
You declare war on the Holy Roman Empire over a tiny patch of
Again.
the Low Countries.
Raise Scotland. So. Can we remember? Hungary is mine. And Novgorod is mine.
For all the good it'll do you.
For all the good.
Wrong government type, etc.
Let's just dismiss that lot. Right, so let's march you into there for fun. Right, you get straight in there. You get over there. You get over there. You not get over there. You not get some ships. You not get on some ships. Get over here. Right. Oh, hang on. Very important thing. Military. Not military.
also be some levies from your capital
That's also true.
and your personal ones, but also from your local vassals. Plus weird vassals.
Plus weird vassals, as you say.
What on earth is going on with that northern bit then? That makes me worry that Scotland is missing a holding. Have a look at that county that army got raised in. What's going on there?
It's all looking.
So are those both held by vassals of the count? Well, obviously, he is holding the castle. What's going on with the whole of that bishopric then? He is vassal of. Oh, what? Okay, he's vassal of the. Yes, of the Earl. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Me neither. Wretched,
You
isn't
shouldn't have
it?
been able to raise that extra army there. I don't think.
Let's just check. Let's dismiss you. All 61 of you.
So we've raised 621 near to Hungary, which would possibly be English.
Yep. Mitra.
There's an 112.
Which I think I will dismiss. Because I can't get them anywhere quickly enough.
So there's something in Iberia that I think hasn't yet been counted.
No.
The western one, no, you have to again.
No. It's completely under control. Well, that bit's completely under control. Right. Let's unpause and discover what the Holy Roman Empire is going to do to me today.
We've won the occasional war against the Holy Roman Empire.
It's true.
Those are currently going to drop off first back.
Oh yes, I hope. Otherwise I've just sent them off unladen, in which case, whoops. And I can just keep fleets hanging around as a cross-channel ferry service for the inevitable moment when the Holy Roman Empire tries to send an army to I mean, I might not have needed to raise this many because basically I can almost blitzkrieg it as soon as I get
Well,
enough people there. But
no, because that gets you a moderate amount of ticking war score. It doesn't.
it's true.
You don't get very much just for occupying the target county. You get a lot for occupying a large proportion of the target realm, and the target realm is the Holy Roman Empire.
Right, Henry.
But you won't have the problem you had in that war for Saxony, where your problem was that it was an enormous, duchy that you were trying to take control of, and you kept getting
It's true.
stomped by.
Get on the ship. Go over here. Right. Glue. Ship. Here. Ship. Here. You are still slugging your way through random bits of wherever. Right. Glue. hoping that someone will turn out to... oh look, people are joining the defensive pact again. That someone will turn out to get some siege traits, but no. That would be useful. Oh dear, something's happened to my brother Ottor. On the plus side, I do have a spare barony, which, is nice. Do I have... ooh, excellent. Right, you're a good steward. Unfortunately, you're also a good military leader. Bugger. Oh well.
For now, you're a steward.
For now,
you need it.
he can be a steward. I am slightly suspicious of the absence of Holy Roman Empire armies.
Maybe the Holy Roman Empire is in the Northern Border.
It's possible, but I would expect,
With the
I would expect, none of this is under sort of...
None of it's currently occupied. It's true.
And
maybe they're in an offensive war.
And, there's large amounts of the map that I should be able to see because I border it. Right, okay. Good. Any millennium now I might be able to assault this place.
I think you're on, well...
I've got another 8,000 troops coming along. By the time I squish all this lot into one county. Yeah, it's 23,000 is the...
Oh, is that a tiny piece of Valentia?
Yep.
Between Thuringia and France?
Yeah.
Right. Oh, that was probably where you gave them temporarily.
Quite possibly.
And you're now just waiting for Thuringia to take it back via de jure claim, except it may be part of de jure France.
It's almost certainly part of de jure France. Well, I don't know. Right, so let's glue together. Let's send you in there. Let's glue together. Do I have a particularly useless commander who I can put out there to get some experience? We proceeded that we have 4% more score. Woohoo. Right. We have 21,000 army. We are invincible. Is that really the set of people I want leading my army?
You're short of siege units.
Yeah. Yes, I guess technically you're a Holy Roman Empire army. I don't think I'm going to get any war score for sneezing at you. But no, or 2 galleys. Ooh, well done. What did you get?
Private Lives, Popular Sex Clubs, Regulars Drunk is exclusive. Anagram of Lives X CUS. Right.
I'll go with siege. Salute.
There's axolotls.
So that probably means they're about to land a bunch of troops in Westminster.
Yes.
Or maybe not, no.
Well, I need to see, because
okay. Not about to land a bunch of troops in Westminster. Well, it was easy now.
Esther. Atmosphere surrounding Southern Woman is ether around Est with Esther.
Right, we have 13% war score.
What? Oh, I see.
Holding in where is under siege?
Chastabus. There you
Right.
found the Holy Roman Empire.
I found the Holy Roman Empire army. I think I've got a plan. Which is, I besiege all of this lot. Stick that lot on a ship,
English
possibly.
Holy War for Trebizond.
You're trying again, are you? Well done. Right, okay, so anyway, my cunning plan is to besiege wherever the hell this last place is. Let's assault it, because I need to lose a few people before I get on a ship.
Is that what?
We found the Holy Roman Empire armies. They're up the Holy Roman
right.
Empire's sleeves.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. Okay, I thought that was in response to my comment, and I made no sense at all. Claire, you confusing state.
So, let's...
Haven't you got another assault to do? Or is that going to take forever? That probably won't burn enough troops.
Well, who needs to... Damn it. Fine, let's...
Wait for the assault to finish.
Oh yeah, good point, well stated.
And maybe they'll lose another 30.
Yep,
Yes, there you
excellent.
go. They have to leave some behind to ban the fort.
Oh yes, good point, well stated. Oops.
You might want to join the two armies.
Do you in fact want to join the armies together and send them over there? Right, you lot I leave here besieging bits of thing.
Oh, there was another army.
There was, it turns out,
Stand
another
there.
set of armies hiding
Oh.
there. Well, let's stick the big one on the ships. Pause. And shove them off to this sea area.
Where, yes, you may find it
Oh.
hard to keep track of the Holy Roman army.
Yes.
Marching off.
Well, so they're heading to Traianopolis, which is...
I've done one down. Hooray. Yeah, that's a bit perfect.
Now, I suspect they're heading for your
I suspect they're heading
eastern thing.
over here to Tau. Yes. That's fine. I'm going to send them to this sea area, and then I can send them on to that sea area. So I don't think that this is a problem. How are you lot doing? You're doing okay.
In a kind of slow way.
Yeah, but, you know... Right. So, you little lot, let's glue
You
together.
actually
and
got control of the whole of that county because it seems to
Yeah,
be strong.
it's a bit rubbish.
No, there's still one church.
There's still one church left. Let's go and see if that's big enough to besiege that church. Yes, probably. Just.
That's fine. It's not like anyone's going to try to stop you anytime soon, probably.
It's true. Actually, I have a cunning plan, which is that once I've finished besieging that and maybe besieged this thing a bit more, got these last two things, is then I maybe wander off, glue those two armies together and besiege Jülich. So you get a bit of a boost from getting their capital, usually. English army has arrived in the thingy, brilliant. And we do indeed have just enough people to besiege it, brilliant. Anyone would think that I had any idea what I was doing. Rather than make
discovering a surprise 1,600 troops shaking around.
Well, yes. That's what they're for. They're the Bishop of Southwark.
They're coming back. Right.
Not as such. They're going to this place on the coast, apparently. No. I have no idea what they're doing.
Well, I suppose that kind of works.
Now they're going back Now they're going to Thessaloniki. Where's Thessaloniki? Okay. Well, if you wish to dither around my territory like some kind of giant dither troll, I mean, you can do. It just gives a chance for my armies to cross the Bay of Biscay and get very travel sick.
There's a bunch of Holy Roman fleets there.
There is a bunch of Holy Roman fleets there. I am observing the Holy Roman fleets. I mean, don't forget I can always hire troops.
Hereof is not. Whereof and thereof are okay, but hereof is a horrible word.
Yes. Was that the thing ending in F?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Hereof. Thereof and whereof, totally fine. Heretofore, wheretofrom, totally fine.
And where to for? Let's do it. Right. Okay, we've won a couple of sieges. So we won that one. That now started besieging Hamburg, and we are besieging. Where are we besieging? Neuburg. No, we're besieging. Yeah, that place. You can have a look at that. I'm not going to attempt pronunciation.
Pronunciate it.
No.
He deserves that much.
Yes.
That much syllabary.
Look, it's clearly you need crack Hungarian training in order to attempt that. Ooh, the Teutonic Order exists. And we can fight against heretics and infidels. Well, oops, I'm having another war with the Holy Roman Empire. Oh, the Holy Roman Empire army has vanished like an Nordic table. Well, maybe they'll turn up in Hungary, in which case I'll just stick an organiser in charge.
Because I suppose there's no crest. Yeah. I got the last one, wasn't very good. Well, I finished a bit pants, but maybe trousers.
What was so rubbish about it, the last one?
Loads of room in a short top, where definitely with acres, definitely should be loads of room.
King Brian.
Release the gibber.
Anyone in charge of that army? No. Do we need anyone in charge of that army? Well, let's put the Mayor of London in charge. Oh no, wait, was he doing something over here? No, that's Brian. Okay. Where's my fleet? Somewhere. Just rounding Sicily. Waving at Malta. Any sign of a Holy Roman Empire army? Not
You
current.
look like you lost your chancellor.
Oh dear. Oh, Lagan has got its more modern name now. How exciting. Okay, so we've now got 48% war score. And the entire disputed area. Let's go and sit in Ulick just to annoy people. That's what we do best. Okay, I've inherited
You
the Kingdom of Lotharingia. Let's go and find a new vassal. Duke of Trier, you kind of like me and you have children, which is good. Oh no, hang on, I don't care about children. You like me even more. You don't like me, right, well... Well, let's make you like me quite a lot by making you a viceroy. There we go. Oh, I can't do it while I'm at war. I have to wait until I finish the damn war. Honestly.
found a hostile army. probably not.
Yeah, but
related
it's
to
somebody
what-
else's problem. And it's fine because I've hit the point where I can march those troops the other way to get to a random bit of the Holy Roman Empire.
You've reached Western Aegean.
I have reached the Western Aegean. There is literally no sign of the Holy Roman Empire.
You might see where the Holy Roman Emperor is, just in case he's with the army.
That's certainly a thought.
No, he's not with the army. He doesn't have the right hat on. Is he? Oh, you can't really ask for his marshals.
I don't think so.
Yes, you are the only war he's currently dealing with.
Yes. So, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
What am I going to do with these 10,000 troops I've just brought to the Aegean?
I
Sorry,
have
20,000 troops. I've just
plan.
brought
I'm
the
going to
Aegean.
move them into this thing, march them over here and besiege some brand... Oh no, that's a terrible place. Its supply limit is terrible. Let's not do that.
You could head for Italy.
That's a good point. I could head indeed for Italy. It's a laugh. Right. Okay, it's a nephew. At least that's some variety. Okay, let's take a princess of the Byzantine Empire. Let's assign you a guardian. Yeah, okay. I don't have any better ideas. Danish Holy War for Ostrogothia. Well, that's exciting. Measles have broken out in Desmond. I wonder where Desmond is. Oh my god, my tiny army is just enough to besiege Jülich. It's only a 5.0 level 4. I mean, what is the Holy Roman Empire playing at? When did I start this war, just out of interest? 1191, so I do have a way to go if I want to wait him out on Well, so that is the Holy Roman Empire army. I'm inclined to go up to this area. And then let's find a nice county, preferably one with a reasonable supply limit, like that one. See if we can persuade him and coax him into coming out. Let's just check on the state, ensure that everything else is going as planned. Yes, good. Right. There we go. We are besieging Pesaro in Rimini. You should have heard of Rimini. It cropped up in Name of the Rose. This one.
you might want not to be using that army yourself, given that it's actually likely to take a
It's
full country
true.
in due course. Obviously, you built in there.
Whoops, I appear to run into the Kölnian army, but I don't think that's going to do very much. Okay, well, we won a battle, but I suspect. Yeah, technically that's not actually a measurable
Zero
amount.
war score.
Yes. So they seem to be reinforcing. Can I, in fact? Oh, I can't raise any more troops from England there. Damn. Oh well. So, how are we doing? Are you trying to besiege back the thing that I just besieged? If so, pests. So they're just sort of standing there. Are they hoping that I, lose my mind and assault somewhere?
Which you really do. But quite a lot of troops.
Yeah. Oh, 21,000 troops that way. Fine. You not. I think they'll take too long to get there. But hang on, somewhere I have. I'm sure I have an organiser.
No, but you want to give me that department.
Yes. Fine, that might not be enough. Oh, I can go into hiding. But I'm here. It's farmlands.
Yes, there is someone trying to besiege back Hamburg. Which is indeed very American.
Yes.
Lots of other hostile troops in there.
That's kind of my problem. Alright.
They're not actually at war with you, but the others.
Yes.
Right.
Eep.
Yeah, they're reinforcing quite well. Do you want to get back onto that ship?
I don't know if I've got time.
You have to put Northern up. Probably want to put Northern under on something.
It's true.
I don't know if you have time or not, but
Let's put you back over there.
but now they can't hit you.
It's true.
They could
can
obviously
besiege
besiege back that territory.
Yes. So what do I want to do
There's
about
something
this?
interesting going on further north.
Yes, I've just paused.
Okay, it's not very interesting.
It's not very interesting. I just run into that Kernian army again. So what do I want to do about that? I probably do need to win a battle at some point.
Well, at the moment, time is in your favour
Yes,
because you control the entire disputed territory.
it's true. Actually, I think
So if you don't mind the war taking 3 years, you could just march all your troops back to Loan, sit there and say, come and get it if you think you're hard enough. Whether that's a good plan, I don't know.
I'm at least going to glue these two armies together to oh dear, I've lost another steward. To at least make it a bit harder to these make it a little bit harder to come and attack me. Let's also see if I can raise vassal levies. So let's get you not together over there. Not you. You're going over there. You're not going back to Middlesex to pick up that lot. Excellent. That might do something for my... Let's just check whether I raised any other vessels anywhere else that I didn't expect. Yes. Do I have any spare ships? That's a good question. Yes. Brilliant.
Oh yes, it is that your large army will probably reinforce significantly once it gets onto your territory.
That's true. Yes, I wasn't planning to take them onto English territory, but at least to next door to English territory, but I can of course always retreat into England. It's a Hungarian revolt. Okay, there's a Hungarian revolt going on. Jolly good. So you are going towards the coast, good. You're going towards that, good. You've arrived in Middlesex. Let's embark that army. And what is the least dreadful point to bring them ashore? I think it's that one. We are back besieging Brocc. Oh, we're going to get there before. I've already besieged one place back. Yeah. Unpause. Right, let's try not to have our children become cynical, not cylindrical.
Okay, you might avoid that as well.
I don't know, depends. Okay, they seem to have split their stuff into two lots, possibly because they were suffering from attrition. Let's glue you lot together.
Is there lots? Yes, if they're not stay separated,
They're about
they're
one
very
county
close together,
apart.
yes. It might be better to retreat into friendly territory until you're if your troops can reinforce a bit. But not sure if
Okay, let's zoom in. You lot. Get into that county. You have something you want to do there. Get back on that station. Glue you lot together. And let's send you to Hungary. light up there is going fine. Right, where are you going? Let's take us up to 92% war score, which I fear, is not quite enough. I've got nearly 3% from that battle, but let's also glue you guys together. Let's just assault that back, damn it. Right. Now, I think we run away to Ulich, because there's a quite large hostile army around there, and I do not like the look of it. No, stop overshooting. I want you to go just pest. That's actually Paul's. What are you saying?
So that's reinforcing that about 300 and something a month.
Right, I think I leave them there for a bit. Oh, we're at 99% war score.
Right, so that probably means you're now saturated in terms of occupation war score.
Shouldn't be.
Well, including
Right.
control.
Score is capped at 99, less than 36 months have passed. Right, yes, okay.
So now you can.
I've found another Holy Roman
Right.
army. Right, so, well, I think we abort that and get you over here. Our big risk is that somewhere will be besieged back, but we can always hire a bunch of mercenaries, bung them across the channel.
So you're getting quite a bit of ticking war score, which will make up for the sieges.
It's true. Right, what I can and will do is bung you back there. Let's create a new unit. Select that unit. Send that unit to Middlesex in case I need to hire mercenaries in a hurry. And then we can take advantage of the Stoat ferry service. So they've got, let's zoom in so I can actually see what they've got. I am going to leave that small fleet there so I can see what's going on. So they actually have two smaller armies of 6,000. I think it might be time to head over in this direction. I think we go.
Close attention.
Yes. Right, let's zoom out so I can see the overview. Hooray, my tribal vassal has adopted feudalism. Well, that's nice. Yes, you look like you are heading back to besiege. I'm heading to Cleve. Where the hell is Cleve? Okay, it looks like you are heading to Loon, but of course you're going round because it's in... Right, yes, you're going to Loon. Right.
What are you saying?
So they're going straight into Loon too.
Oh, right. Yes, that's slightly unfortunate.
Yes.
But you only need to win one big battle.
Yes.
And I think you're going to get your army to Venice before you could get any
Sensible
mercenaries
troops.
anywhere anyway.
Yes.
And recruiting 20,000 mercenaries would be...
A lot of money. I mean, that's over
So
1,000 money.
what is there currently around Venice? Is that 6,000? Would you say? Or is that is just 6,000 armies and 6,000 ships, which theoretically could have armies on, but at most they have 6,000 armies on. Yeah, I think you stomp straight in there, and
I've
okay.
just lost a ton of war score.
Right, why?
I suspect I have just lost Loon. Yeah.
When I said why, I was hoping that you would check rather than
Yes.
just making a guess.
Yeah, but it seemed like the obvious... Hang on, that's the wrong button.
Right, so you've lost the war score for holding...
It's holding the...
Rome. Well, I think you still need to win a battle.
Yes, I should probably win that battle first if I possibly can.
And like you're 2 steps away from a perfectly sized battle. If he doesn't do the sensible thing of run.
Yes.
I mean, possibly ideally what you want now is for him to go and besiege Middlesex.
Yes.
And then you sneak back into Loon.
Loon. After I've, won it. Yes. So,
Because you know you can get a swing of quite a lot of war score for that.
yes, excuse me, I'm just finding my other fleet. The one that I sent back. You. Get back over there.
Have you got a good set of commanders?
Yes. Right.
So this should get you the 5% that you need.
Yes, and then I just need to nip back on a ferry.
So
Or
yes, the
something.
question is, how can you best get to Loan without him seeing you?
Loan. Yes.
Ideally, you don't want the Holy Roman Emperor to guess what you're doing until it's too late.
Yes, that's why I want to do it by ship.
Is that best?
I think it's quickest.
Well, then you
Otherwise,
don't
I'm
want
marching
quick.
right through his territory.
Yes, but then he'll lose sight of them when they enter your territory.
Yes.
Well, actually, maybe you'd have to go round via France, probably, wouldn't you?
And I think I go round this way.
Yeah, but I mean further north. You would have to go through France in order to avoid passing too close to Reims.
But Ulick is right next door to Loon.
Yeah, but you would be passing through it for several counties in advance.
Yes.
And what you want is for his first sight of your 20,000 odd troops descending on Loan to be then in one of the adjacent counties.
I think the only way I've got 100% war score.
Because
I captured the
Holy Roman Emperor.
Because unlike
foolishly
me,
was standing around.
he's standing around in that army in North Italy like a stoat.
Well, that was so probably, wasn't it? I mean, yes, it was a rather big war for gaining one county, but...
Oh, yes. Right. But it's an important county because now I have a county to give away. Right, now I just have the small problem of working out where the hell all my troops are and making it stop. Right, well, I think I'm not you lot.
Either that or you stick them on ship, but yes.
Right, I can disband you lot. You are all somewhere sensible. You re-stick on a ship too. Nearest port in Spain. Where's the big fleet? There is the big fleet. The big fleet we also stick on, well, actually it's Minorca, but whatever. Okay. Let's just stop you in the nearest bit of England we can find. And we can dismiss you. And dismiss. And dismiss you. And I think we should... I need to find the... Right, I think my plan is to get everyone home and then stop for the night. So Polycarpos Normandy. It's a fine Greek name. Because of my son-in-law. Right, let's... You are a twin. Let's get you a... I don't want to give you the Duchess of Poland. I want to go to...
marry him to the twin Countess of Sandomierz.
Okay, yeah, that's cute.
And apparently her twin sister, who is just below her in that list.
Well, I'm sure that, I can't remember if the other twin's the right gender, but we'll see. Right, let's assign you a guardian. Yeah, okay, you'll do. The other one is Theodora.
Oh, so she can't marry the spare, the other twin.
Assign a guardian. Okay. Well, you almost got there in time. Oh look, people are joining the existing defensive pact against me.
You only took one county.
I know, but I'm 100% threatening because I took it against the Holy Roman Empire. I'd just like to point that out.
But also because you were like 95% threatening before you took it.
Well, yes. Right, I can dismiss that English fleet. Go. Now I can disband you. Actually, while I'm waiting to shuffle all my armies back in the right place, let's do
Once you're off at war, you can also put in
a new
viceroy.
Viceroy of Lithuania. You're quite right. So anyway, somewhere. Nope. Let's build a watchtower network. Lithuania, you say? Right. You suddenly hate me. Is that because I've raised vassal levels?
You'd like the county of Loam, so that's the major reason. You'll presumably continue wanting that until you give it to someone else.
Yeah, but that's fine. I'll make him Viceroy of Lithuania, which will cheer him up quite a lot anyway. And eventually I will give away the offending county. Because, you know. Let's dismiss you. Oh gosh, I still have 1,000 of my honour guard left. Gosh. Right. Doof. Right, well.
A bunch of factions trying to take those
Just
ring
ring
you
you
off, you
and just
disband,
vanish.
because you have already handed it out.
Yes. Right, well I think it's time to save and stop. Secure in
You
the...
might want to check that you've got no troops left.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Let's do that. Close the...
There's an actual modal dialogue box.
an actual
Yeah,
modal
very rarely have modal
dialogue.
dialogue boxes. No, you've got 1,500 troops somewhere, I think that means.
Yes. So my question is... well, I've got
There's
some
a fleet.
vassal fleets there.
Is that one heading in the correct direction?
Yeah. What I want is a find armies button. Right, I found this English fleet with 30 galleys and whatnot on. Right, well that's... Right, let's not save and stop because we've got like 2 fleets to get home. But let's tick time a bit faster while we wait. And let's start holding us our fare while we wait. Yes, we like medium crown authority. Right, one of the English fleets arrives in Minorca. Bye bye fleet. You were very useful. Well, my tax thing is going up, which is nice to see. I can still send Bjortwin into hiding, but let's not. Still
Someone will one day actually manage to kill him. Surely.
Yes.
He's proving quite
Yes.
resilient.
I suspect also a lot of this would be a little bit easier if I didn't have Gavelkind, because then I'd...
Well, it depends on what you did have instead. It would be even
Yes.
worse if you had primogeniture,
Well, yes.
because then
Oh,
killing him would cause his son to
that's
inherit.
true. Oh,
Which is
she's
your
good.
daughter,
No, she's my niece. Pretty sure she wasn't mine. Haha! Let's do that to remove Serene Doge Pietro. Let's also arrange her betrothal.
No, was that not what you just did?
Oh yeah, good point, what's news? Right, let's assign her a guardian. Which should be... There we go. Don't really care about piety. I mean, I don't have as much as my ancestors, but... Right, let's dismiss myself. Mysteriously, I didn't drown on a ship. Right. Now let's check our military tab, which is fully where we want it to be. Let us save and stop.
1193.
Yes, 1193. Right, good night, stream.
Good night.